Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm super excited to teach you 4 different movements today. They have to do with chromatic walk-ups, diminished movements, and even movements over specific chords. So let's go ahead and get started with the first movement. So this first movement is in the key of B, and it's by Bart Orr, and it's a diminished movement that's leading him up to a minor. And in this scenario, he's using this diminished chord to go to the 6 minor. So let's break down the movement. Basically what he's doing is he's taking a diminished chord. So you have the 1, minor third, the minor 5, and the double flat to get that diminished 7. And he's dropping the 5 to get this shape. So let's try that in another diminished chord again. So you have the 1, minor third, minor 5, that double flat to get that 7. And you drop the 5 to get this shape. So basically Bart is taking this diminished chord, 1, minor third, minor 5, the 7, and he drops the 5, and he's starting off with this shape and this chord. And the concept with this movement, because you don't have to literally do it exactly like this, is that you can take this shape, this diminished chord, and go down chromatically, or you can go up chromatically. You can mess with the length of it. You can mess with the rhythm. You can mess with going either up or down or doing a mixture to get to the minor chord that you want. Bart does a mixture. He messes a little bit with the rhythm, the mixture, and he's taking this chord and he's going up chromatically 4 times. So he goes, actually 3 times, sorry. So he's starting here and he goes up 1, 2, 3. Then he brings it back down chromatically. Now when he's at the diminished chord that he wants, he does an inversion of that chord. And that leads him to the 6 minor. So again, he has his starting point, goes up chromatically 3 times. He goes back down, he does the inversion, and he lands on the 6 minor. One last time. Now let me show you the progression just to kind of put it into context. So I'm just going to show you the progression first, and then we'll apply the movement. So the progression goes. So we have our diminished chord, and this is a diminished chord he's going to replace with the movement to go to our 6. Now, so when he does the movement, I think it's like the 2nd or 3rd time of that progression, he goes something like this. He goes to the 2, then he goes to the 6. So that's how he applies it. Again, you can apply it in different scenarios, going to the 2, going to the 6, any minor chord. So kind of mess with it and see what you like. I hope this helps. I hope you can apply this. And let's move on to the next movement. So this movement is going to be in F sharp, and it's by Pryor, and he's using this movement to go to the 2. And basically what he's doing, he's taking the 2 minor scale, and he's doing harmonies. So he does the 5, and he also does the minor third, but he does that on an octave. And he goes up the scale, but when he lands here, he's actually doing a minor chord. In this case, he's doing an E flat minor 2nd inversion, and he takes that up chromatically to E minor, F minor, and then to F sharp minor. And basically what he's doing here is he's doing this minor chord to accent or to outline a 6 alternate chord. So again, we're going up the 2 minor scale by using the 5 and the minor third of that scale. We go up the scale. When we get here, we're doing E flat minor second inversion. And the reason we're doing that is to walk up chromatically to get to our 6 alternate, and that's based off of this scale. And then that takes us to the 2. So one last time. And he's doing it in this context. So I really like how he does this movement. This is how it goes. One more time. And just in case you guys wanted to know that previous part, basically what he's doing, on the left hand he's going A, E flat, E to that A flat. And on the right hand he's doing harmonies again, and he's going E flat, E, A flat, E to the E flat. So he goes to the 2. So, and then he does the movement. So I hope that helps. One thing that I want to point out, in the previous movement, Bart Orr used a diminished outline to get to the minor chord. And Joseph, he did a minor approach to get to that minor chord. So it's 2 different approaches, but they both get you to the minor. So I hope this expands creativity. It pushes you to kind of explore different options, so you can apply it to your playing. But let's move on to the next movement. So this movement is by Joseph Pryor, and this is in the key of F. And this is actually something popular that a lot of keyboardists are doing, and they're kind of like trailing off over a chord. And in this case, he's doing it over the 5. So he's on the 5. And then this is the movement. So on the right hand, he walks the E flat to the F, and on the left hand he has the C. And then he's gonna go to this B flat on the right hand and the D flat on the left hand. And basically it's a B flat minor. He's dropping the 2, so drop 2. So then he brings it back down to the C, and on the right hand he has the A. And then he does the C. And then when he goes to the D, he's actually doing the G and the D. And it's actually a G minor, and he's dropping the 3. So now he has this, drop 2. And then he goes to the F, and he's dropping the A. So now you have... So far this is what we have. And then he continues this pattern by going to the E flat minor, and he drops that 3, and then he brings that down a half step. So then he has that D minor, he brings down the F, so now he has, and then he does the C and the F, and then on the right hand he does this chord, so it's a D flat, G flat, and that's going to be an E flat on the left hand, and he walks that up chromatically. And this is all over the 5 to resolve on, and then he resolves on the 1. So all together. And you don't always have to do the movement exactly. Sometimes you can just break it apart. You can just do, or you can do the beginning portion, or you can mess with the drop twos. However you'd like to. I would definitely recommend learning this movement just to kind of see different approaches, different patterns. The chords I was doing in the beginning, if you wanted to know them, over the 5, I'm just doing like a 1 over the 5. So I have the C, G, then I have the F and G, C and F in the top. Still over the 5, I go the B flat to the B. I'm twanging that. And then I'm still over the 5, and I'm going E, G, B flat, and E. And then I start the movement. And then you resolve on the 1. So I hope this movement helps, and let's move on to the next movement. So this movement is in the key of E flat, and it's by Cory Henry. And the progression he's doing is the 6, 2, 5, 1. So over the 6, he's doing these 2 chords. The first one is a G flat, E, G, B flat, E flat, and G. And this chord is based off the half whole diminished scale, starting on C. And then it resolves to this chord. It's a G, E flat. We have an A, the C is twanging to the D, and then an F. So it's just like a C minor 7, and it's based off the natural minor scale. So we have, and then still over the 6, we're gonna do diminished, minor, diminished, minor kind of movement. So we have this F diminished chord that leads up to the C minor, and we're bringing the 5 down, and then we're gonna go to this chord. So it's a C minor, and then it's adding the 6. So we have the C, G, A, and E flat. And then we're taking this C minor and we're dropping the 3. And then we're taking this E flat and we're dropping the 3. So then we have, so all together it goes. And then it goes back to the diminished chord, so that F diminished 7, we bring down the 5 again. And then we go back to that C minor 7 chord. So we have the B flat, we have an E flat, a G, and then we have that the D, that 9. And then over the 2, or to get to the 2 actually, leading to the 2, we have the G on the left hand, and we have a D and a B flat. Then we go up to the A flat, we have the D, G flat, and B, and then that takes us over the 2. We have the A, the E flat, the G, and the C. So I know it's a lot, so let me just do that again. So we're gonna go. So one more time, over the 6. We're doing that diminish, leading us to the 6 again. We're outlining that C minor chord, leads us back to the diminished chord, back to the minor chord, to this movement that leads us to that 2. It's a 2 dominant. From here, we're going to go to the 5. So we have an E flat, a G, an A flat, a C, and we have an E flat. And then we resolve that to a D, E, A flat, B, D flat, and E. That's over the 5. And then we go to this chord. We stay on that D. We have the A flat. We have the B, D, and F over the 5. And then we end on the E flat. So all together, it should sound like this. So this is kind of that same concept like Joseph Pryor, the previous movement. He was trilling over the 5, but Cory Henry did it more over a progression. So he was doing a lot of movements. He was going upwards on over the 6, and then he lands on the 2, and then he kind of stays on that 5, and then he resolves on that 1. So I really hope these movements really help. I know it's a lot of information for one video, and I know a lot of times these movements are very long to just apply in a song, but the reason that I break them down is because one, you can take so much from just one movement. For example, like that Bart Orr movement, that diminished movement going up to a minor, you can apply it somewhere, or the drop 2s, or trailing off of a chord. So there's so much that you can do with these movements. So I encourage you to get creative, to kind of explore these movements and see how you can apply it in your playing.
Hey guys, welcome back. First off, we just wanted to give you a big thank you for the continuous support to the channel. We just wanted to take a brief moment and pause and let you know of the upcoming things to be looking forward to in the next couple weeks and months. So we have exciting new content coming out, some breakdowns and some covers and tutorials. We're also excited to announce that we will also be including guitar videos, so that entails different tones and movements to break down as well. And we're also excited to announce that we'll be also reaching out to our Spanish community, so more Spanish videos and breakdowns tutorials as well. And then we'll also be featuring guests coming up. Another thing is we do read your comments, so if you have anything personal that you guys would like to learn or anything that you guys would like to help us improve on, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Thank you.